Today I'm going to show you how I got my guy's hairline from that all the way to this, looking extra crispy and sharp. So let's get to it. So a lot of people get overwhelmed when they see hairlines like this, but me, I stay cool because I know exactly what to do. One of the things you want to take into account is making sure that the dark areas try and match the light areas as much as possible. So in this case, I'm taking it down to a number 1 with the grain. Some people use a number 1.5 or even a 2, depending on the hairstyle they're going for and the texture of the hair. In this video, I'm going to give him a fade. I'm going to do his hairline. I'm going to line up his beard, and I'm going to show you the exact process how I do it. Starting at 0.5, adjusting the notch and scraping downwards. And then I'm just doing a 0.5 on the edge of the beard, blending it up into that taper, taking it down from 0.5 notch by notch until I reach 0, slowly blending it in, working my way down, etching away, using different techniques. A lot of people just use the clipper this way, but I like to use the clipper the upside and the opposite side. Takes away different lengths at a time, and it allows you to go through the haircut without having to use so many guards and use a 0.5 guard, etc. So it eliminates a lot of extra time reaching for guards, putting guards on. It's just, once you learn how to use the clipper, with all the different techniques and variations of using it, it actually makes your life a lot easier. Sometimes there's lines that you just can't blend out, and by flipping the clipper the other way, like right here, and scraping downwards, adjusting the lever until it takes something off, and just working with it, playing with it, seeing what works, it allows me to not have to reach for the 0.5 guard. It saves me a lot of time. And sometimes even if you use the 0.5 guard, or sometimes you just can't get a line out, just flip the clipper over and scrape away it with the lever fully open at first, and work your way down until it takes something off. So yeah, scraping down on the edges of the hairline now with the clipper open, which is 0.5, just at the edges, because you get a lot of overhanging hairs. Now you can see that I've taken the darkness out of it. So we're going to have to do a professional pushback in the middle area because it's got a bit of a widow peak. Trimming down the beard, getting rid of some of the darkness, blending it into the side of the beard, being light-handed, just scraping out all different directions because afro hair grows in spirals. So you got to make sure you catch all those hairs. Just being light-handed, just letting my client relax. He's chilling, bro. So now that I've trimmed down the beard, we're doing a detail work, just lining it up, making sure it's nice and crispy. These are my sharp detailers, so I don't use these to get rid of big surface areas of hair because it will catch on hair and pull on hair and irritate the skin. I only use these for line work. So here we go, I'm stretching the skin upwards to create a diagonal line, and when you stretch the skin up and create a diagonal line, when you release, it naturally becomes curved. You see that? You see what I'm saying? Now I'm using my talc-free body powder on the area where there's a lot of hair to debulk it. It's important to use talc-free, guys. Talc is very toxic, very bad for you. Look it up if you don't believe me. Anyway, so now I'm debulking his neck area, and I'm making sure that I use my softer detailers. The reason to do the softer is because the blades are actually slightly thicker. Don't go in there dry, bro. What are you doing going in dry, man? You need to put on some body powder and then use a softer detailer, and then you can just scrape away without having to take extra time and be extra careful and worry about catching the skin. So then I just use my single foil. Again, made sure that there was body powder on there, and it allowed me to just glide through. A lot of the time the skin is very sticky. You need to remove that sticky situation, bro. So now I'm lining them up in the temple area. It's very subtle, you can't really see much, but every little helps in making sure that it's looking nice and crispy. Blending in the 00 into the taper fade there, blending into the beard. As you can see, the blend is coming together nicely. Just lining them up around the ear, around the neckline, using my extra sharp detailers. These detailers are very sharp. These are the Fabulous skeletons. Now I'm just blending up that double zero line that I created into the back of the taper. As you can see, it's come together nicely. This is light work, there's nothing difficult. Sometimes when you use the body powder, it's difficult to see where you're going, and it hides a lot of these guidelines that you created, especially when you're working between a 0 and a double zero. The body powder will just hide all that. So just get a bit of water, spray it on there, and now you can see exactly where you're going and what you're doing. So now that I've prepared the hairline, I've shaved it down, I've brushed it into place, we've got to hold that hairline in place. So I'm getting a piece of tissue, folding it up and spraying hairspray on the tissue. I don't understand these barbers that spray hairspray directly on the face, man. Now I get a piece of tissue, spray the tissue with hairspray, and then wipe the tissue over the area that you want to lock in place, right? So then after we wipe that over, the hairline, we get a hairdryer on a low power and cold setting. Very important. If you put it on a high power, it's going to move the hair all over the place. And you don't want it to be hot because it will just create moisture. So you want it to be cool, and you want it to be in a low setting, and it will just lock in that hairline in place even more. So now that we're done now, we're going to go in with the detailers, the extra sharp detailers, and we're going to start in the middle first and work our way up to the highest side. So it's very light on the right hand side there, but as you can see, there's still hair there, and when you line it up, boom, you can see that crispy line. It's a bit of a ghost line at the moment, but you can still see it's coming together. There is a line up there, to the point that he almost doesn't even need that much enhancements. I could go in, if you wanted to keep it natural, I could go in and create the middle part, make it a little bit lighter, and maybe go in with the 0.5 with the grain. But because we're going to use enhancements and he wants his hairline to look thicker, we're going to leave it like that. Now we're using the softer detailer just to get rid of any excess hairs that I might have missed, especially around the ears and sensitive areas around the back of the neck. It's better to use your soft detailers. And then we're just getting rid of any extra hairs that are growing around the hairline. You can get a lot of fine hairs that grow. I'm just going to get rid of those extra hairs with the softer detailers, not to irritate the skin too much. And then we're using the foil just to get that fade right down to the skin. Look at that taper, man, it's coming together beautifully. No irritation on the skin, no redness, no marks. That's what it's all about, man. This is about precision, it's about method, it's about organization, and it's about being light-handed. My guy's so happy looking and smiling, man. We ain't even done it, he's already checking himself out and feeling himself. So now we're applying the enhancements. For this, all you need is a card, and you can use any enhancement spray gun that you find that you like. This stuff works beautifully. It lasts about a week, the same as any spray gun or enhancement solution that you find. Spray from a distance, don't spray too close. If you do get some overspill or some overspray, just get the baby wipe and wipe that area clean. But yeah, just play with it, eventually you'll get there. At first you'll probably spray it all over the damn place, but you'll get used to it. Then the next thing to do would be to get a white pencil and draw in where you're going to use the razor. This creates a barrier between the skin and the blade. It also ensures that you don't go past the natural hairline you created. It just gives the haircut a beautiful finish. So make sure you stretch the skin. It's very important to stretch the skin and take off as much hair as you can whilst being light-handed, and just ensure that the haircut is looking super crispy. There we have it. We got my guy looking extra sharp, extra crispy. He's feeling himself, and that's what it's all about, man. Providing an amazing service for your clients. Yeah, I really like what I do, man. Transforming lives out here, man. It's like, if people think it's easy, but if it is, everybody be doing it themselves, then it ain't that easy, bro. That's why you go to an artist. That's why you go to a barber. That's why you go to these people, these specialists. You know, that's just how it is, man. Anyway, I hope you like this video. Remember to like, subscribe, share to your friends if they're worried about their hairline. This video is perfect for them. As always, it's been a pleasure. I'm out. Deuces.